how to stand out in 2022 with short form video. And we're gonna talk about TikTok, but you guys, I have some numbers to get your creative juices flowing and get you in gear about Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels.
Even still today, people are afraid to do video.
Right.
And I also, by the way, get it because we used to be terrified of, or I used to be terrified of public speaking. Nadya didn't like doing videos in the beginning, but it's like anything else. Once you start doing it and you get over your fears and you get over yourself and you realize this isn't about me.
Yeah.
This is about the person that I can impact. This isn't about the haters sipping on their haterade. This isn't about, my negative brother-in-law or my skeptical coworker. This is about me building my business, my dreams. I've got goals, but that's why we got on social media.
Correct.
And we've seen a lot of different strategies. We've been on every platform. I've never seen anything better than short form videos for those of you that have a small business, those of you that are network marketers, online entrepreneurs. There's never been a better way for lead generation and building a following.
Okay, so let's get started with this, right? Why do short form video? I want you to think about your long form content. This is where you get to marinate those people that are just finding you in like what it is that you have to offer.
Right.
But think about short form video. It's an opportunity to sprinkle your connective tissue all over the interwebs, right? If I have no idea who you are, what you do, what value you bring, chances of me watching your live video that's 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes long, they're very slim. So this is why I think TikTok is so genius outside of, the short form piece. But the other piece, for those of us that have the loser thought of, oh my gosh, I'm not even creative, I don't even know how to show up. All you do on these platforms is you model. Like you never want to steal, you never want to copy. I mean, I guess if you're going to copy, you should copy the right cat, but you always want to do credit where credit is due. But the whole premises of those reels, TikToks, those platforms is for you to get inspired and then create your own version of it. And then sort of like wrap your conversation, your business, your keywords around that video. Okay, so.
And can we also say this too, when you do make a TikTok, what's so great about it is you can repurpose it for the other platforms forever. A lot of our Facebook Reels, as an example, and I love Facebook Reels. Nadya knows I love Facebook Reels because, as you guys know, most of you are using Facebook to ATM. How many of you use the ATM system, ad tag message? It's so much easier when someone inboxes you or follows you or connects with you on Facebook because you can immediately ATM. It's a lot easier to use Messenger than it is to use the TikTok inbox. But the long and the short of it is, a lot of our Facebook Reels that are blowing up, we made them a year ago. We made them months ago on TikTok. Like, that's the coolest part.
Think about how cool that is. Like, you could totally, create content in batches, right? And they're so easy. Like most of the videos, like are very simple, 3 seconds, 7 seconds. Oh my gosh. You don't even need to take a meditation break between the videos, right? You can just crush 5, 10, 15 videos at one setting, and then you put them in drafts.
Right.
And then you just like let one loose on the daily. See how that works? It's really, really beautiful. And then 95% of your content is going to be what we call just kind of like average, couple thousand views. Think about what is your average that you get.
Or for some people, a couple hundred.
Couple hundred, maybe just a couple.
Maybe just a couple.
You know what I mean?
Literally
whatever it is average for you on whatever platform that you do videos, just think of it like you show up, that's your average.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have 5 to 10% of your videos, quote unquote, go viral. Now, you don't need millions of views to go viral. If you just get 10 times more views than usual in my books, I consider that virality. But you don't need to go viral to create results, success, leads, and conversions in your business. But I just want you to have that perspective, right? Now, other people on TikTok and Reels and all those things that delete videos. Can we talk about this, please? Because here's a couple of facts. I want to discourage you from making your wall look like you hit a home run every time. Number one, it's actually bad for your algorithm. The minute you delete the video that, doesn't do good, it's actually considered to be bot-like behavior. So it's points against you. right? Points against you. Let us keep that in mind.
So don't delete anything.
Don't delete it. Number two, a lot of times, especially on TikTok, you'll see delayed explosions. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time before the video takes off because they do circulating.
Right.
TikTok has the most advanced algorithm of all of social media. They have this AI intelligence, right?
And sometimes,
so know that.
But also sometimes a TikTok doesn't go viral.
Yeah.
But it will on a different platform. That's also what's crazy.
Now, the next reason why you don't want to delete your videos, it's because it's your digital library. Okay, so this is speaking from experience. A moment of kind of time to think about where I messed up. Can we talk about that, please? When we started doing videos, it was a cringe fest central.
Well, hold on a second.
For me.
Nadya felt like her videos sucked.
Oh, they did.
And she thought they were terrible. But other people would watch them and be like, I thought it was great. Like other people liked her videos, but she didn't like them. How many of us are our own worst critic?
Yeah.
Here's how you know this to be true. If you take a group picture with like 5 people, you determine whether or not it's a good picture and whether or not you want to share it or do another picture because that one sucked based on how you look. You don't care how everyone else looks.
Yeah.
You're like, how did I look? Did I look good? Because if you look good, you're like, I'm going to share it. I'm going to tag everybody. And then there's other people that are like, don't tag me because they don't like how they look.
Correct.
The point is, we're all our own worst critic. But the truth is, if you do one day build a huge following, a large business, people are not going to relate to you unless they can see what it was like when you were new. So they can relate to your previous videos, your, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when you first started posting content and you weren't getting the traction you are today. It'll be more relatable and people will find that to actually be more inspiring. That's why we're always sharing things from our past. I actually didn't delete my videos.
Oh.
My videos from 2013
I probably deleted at least 100 videos.
The ones that I posted in
I wish I
2013
didn't.
are still there. I still believe
Yeah.
that you should show up classy, not trashy.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, look, some of you could probably get half naked and do some crazy dances and do some things. Are you attracting the kind of people that you would want to connect with? Again, we're talking to entrepreneurs. If you're not an entrepreneur, you're watching the wrong broadcast.
Correct.
If you're trying to build a business, you want to attract the right kind of people. That's the kind of person that we want to attract. That's the kind of person we would want to connect with, work with. That's the kind of person that would be interested in that. They would have an entrepreneurial spirit. They would be interested in the products we offer, right? They would be interested in collagen. They'd be interested in making money, multiple streams of income. We know who our audience is. So for those of you that are like, whoa, what kind of videos do I create? Well, first of all, do you know who you're trying to connect with?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a lot of moms in your company? Do you have a lot of, do you have certain types of people that you attract, that you would want to work with? Start creating content that they would be interested in. And look, you might say, well, how do I know they'd be interested? If you're a mom and you're interested in it, then other moms are going to be interested in it. This is not rocket science. If you're in real estate, right? If you're whatever you are, you're a farmer, you start creating content for other farmers. It just depends on what you do for a living and who you're trying to connect with. But this is how we all get started, by just trying out different conversations and see what works. And the crazy thing is, this is what's so funny about TikTok and Reels and all this. You can do a video that you're like, I crushed that. That's going to go viral for sure. And it gets freaking crickets, no comments.
You never know, right? Okay, so now let's switch over to Instagram. So we talked about, look, you gotta pick, I would say, pick one platform that you can learn. For those of you that are beginner at creating, right? So just pick one. I don't say go learn TikTok and then go learn Instagram and then create stuff from scratch in Facebook. I believe efficiency and optimization is kind of how I like to rock and roll, and always considering the bandwidth, right? What is your bandwidth? Because if you can't support it long term, let's reconsider your goals and your aspirations, right? Okay, so what we did is we originated content on TikTok without the watermark. So you want to make sure, if you are going to repurpose, you're not showing up to Facebook, you're not showing up to Instagram with a TikTok video, because those platforms don't like it and they're not going to show it to new people. Does that make sense? So I recommend you take that extra step. It's important. Now that we are originating content on TikTok, we're removing the logo. And now what John and I did is we went to Instagram and Facebook when they launched the Reel. So let me show you the numbers, John. You don't even know this, okay? So we took John's Instagram account. This is where the numbers are coming from. So there's a total of 70 TikToks without the logo as Instagram Reels. Average views on that platform for him is about 3,300 views on average. Now, there's over 16.5 thousand views. There's 6 videos. Under, there's 64 videos. So you're looking at almost 10% virality according to a ratio. Now, Facebook, as soon as Facebook launched Reels, like there's something that, John, you're really good at. You're like instantly like, hey, let's clearly scooch on over here. So then a virtual team started taking videos and uploading them to Facebook. So there's a total of 66 videos, over 100,000 views. There's 13 reels, under 153. So it actually puts you at almost 25% virality on Facebook Reels. So for those of us that like numbers,
and again, let's be clear,
data,
they don't all have to do with our products or business.
Yes.
So sometimes people get that twisted. They're like, I'm not generating leads or I'm not getting any sales, but it's like all of your videos you're selling. Now listen, if that's working for you, go for it. But it's not our style. And I would rather have different types of conversations and find different ways to get in front of a new audience, build a following. Some of the most viral videos, ironically, are the videos where people are selling and promoting their products or where we're promoting our business.
Yeah.
Those have been some of the most viral videos. So go figure, but we're not always wanting to just be selling and pitching and promoting. But the ironic part is we've had videos that we're not even necessarily talking about our business and people are still like, what's your business? Information, like because they're watching other videos. So I say that because I want you to understand that the videos that don't go viral are sometimes the videos that build up your social equity, or they get to know you. They get to learn different sides of you. So this is important because if you're mixing it up, you're telling your story, or the next one you have your spouse in it, and the next one is, with your kids, or the next one is just something funny. Like it shows that you're like a real person and you're not just trying to sell and recruit everybody that comes across your content. So just something to think about. But it is also, again, kind of weird how some of the videos where you are promoting, it's very direct, those will be the videos that pop off. So this is why you have to test out different conversations. And again, like Nadya said, get inspired by what others are doing. Start following people that are crushing it. Start modeling what they're doing. Because by the way, that's the best part about this platform. You don't have to worry about like being so original or coming up with all your ideas. Just start following accounts that you resonate with.
So there's a couple of directions that I want to go in, and I'm trying not to get too excited. But let's talk about this. I want to paint a vision for you as to why you do need to show up consistently. And for those of you that have, watch this, right? So let's say 5% of your short form videos are going to go viral, right? So you're going to get yourself in front of thousands of people, potentially millions of people, and then know that conversion rate is going to be way lower, right? So there's a difference in conversion rates when you're talking about you're launching your business and you're talking to your hot, warm market, or you're doing a short form 5, 10, 15, 20-second video that millions of people see. You can expect same conversions, right? That makes sense. But you're going to catch a percentage. You're going to catch a percentage that resonate with you. And now they go, oh, I'm curious. You raise their eyebrow. What is it that they do? Okay. So now how can we create essentially this funnel that we can grab this attention over here and we can quote unquote monetize it. Now, when I say monetize, it's not going to happen overnight. So you got to think about your average person that just sees your video. It's probably going to take months, on average 20 to 30 exposures to your content to start to feel like they are starting to trust you. Does that make sense? So there's going to be time there. So we need to curate and we need to marinate. So now check this out. out. I'm really excited because I've been like deep in the weeds, and I haven't even been in the weeds. It's a little dramatic, but think about it like this. So what if you took your favorite keywords, your business, whatever conversations, whatever your ideal client is, and you put it into either highlights on Instagram or Facebook, okay? Or you created playlists.
Yeah.
So that way you have 3, 5, 7, 10. I've seen some influencers that really go above and beyond that number, but I like to keep things simple, and it helps me with managing the overwhelm factor.
Right.
So I want you to think about 3 to 5 things that you can feature as a playlist or as a highlight that makes you money or serves your audience. So let's say an example would be like your flagship product. So for us, it's collagen. So let's
And this
say
is
we
really
do-
good, by the way, for people that are complete strangers.
Yeah.
They land on your page and they're like, what's the product? Because you know,
Yes.
people are nosy. They're curious. They want to just get the information. All right. So this does take time. This is a little bit more of an advanced strategy.
Yeah.
Right. To curate all the content, to create all the content, organize all the content. But eventually it does make sense where if someone lands on your page, where are they going to go? Like if they're trying to research you, just think about what you do when you're trying to figure someone out and you're trying to figure out what they got going on.
Yes.
What do you click on? You just want to have different ways of like capturing those leads.
Okay, so let me give you an idea of the buckets. For those of us, Nadya, give me exactly. Okay, here we go. Number 1, I would have a collagen bucket. If you sell collagen, that's a huge keyword right now. People are really curious. They're really interested. And then you put all of your reels or your best stories or your best TikToks, into that bucket so somebody can just get immersed. So I just created a Bella Vista bucket. So this is a really easy example for me. But John and I purchased our investment property on the beach last June, and we took it under management. I went in there and I had to do some optimizing. We had to rebrand the house. It was like a really fun project. Exhausting, yes. Fun, absolutely. So now that the house is done and everything is ready to go, my property manager is ready to go, I now created a highlight and a playlist. So when somebody goes, oh, like I'm curious, what is this property I can rent for retreats? It's luxury, they can go, and it's a bucket. Does that make sense? Right. So then another one, for those of you that sell the lifestyle, you wrap your business around your life. This is our brand. So I have a little bucket called lifestyling. Oh, I think it's so cute. Settle down. Okay. Next one, home business. So if you do affiliate marketing or you do whatever you do for business, if you have an opportunity for people to learn from you, how can you put that into a bucket? So if somebody's interested, they're curious how to monetize their social media, they want to make some extra money, they want to be able to replace whatever they got going on, and you teach that, put that in the bucket, make it really simple, right? Also, another way to really come up with these bucket ideas, I want you to start to notice what questions do people ask you. If you have a VA, you can have your VA go through your social media, take a look and see what questions come up all the time, and then start answering those questions by creating those highlights or those buckets. Another one I appreciate extra because this here is the key to happy life. And when you're happy, get this, you have better energy and you attract better people and you have overall a better experience. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're stressed and you're not happy, that sucks. You're going to accumulate wrinkles, you're going to die early, and it's all just, depressing, So I have a bucket called funny. Like I forget how I named it, but John and I would love to laugh, Marriage could be a bucket. If you teach parenting, you guys get the thing. I think I retire my case, but having these beautiful buckets where people can get marinated in a specific conversation with you. Oh my gosh, drop the pen. This was epic. I crushed it.
So
Thank
that's like
you.
drop the mic, same type of
yes
droppage. Those of you that are not using this as a way to partner with people, as a way to build your team, you're crazy. Like, what are you thinking? Why aren't you showing up and letting people see different sides of you and get to know you? And the best part is it's without even talking to you. Do you understand the freaking power in that? Because listen, all of this is stuff you can learn. All of this is stuff you're going to get more efficient at. Like if you first start editing videos, it's going to take a while, but after 6 months of doing it, it's just like anything else. Like just think of something at first. You were like I remember internet marketing, learning about email lists and ads and funnels and capture pages and all that in the beginning. And I was like, dude, this stuff is so overwhelming. I'm never going to understand all this stuff. And by the way, I didn't actually need to understand all of it because eventually you learn enough that you can outsource and hire people that are experts that do that sort of thing. But I digress. The point is, this is such a powerful tool. And if you can get organized with the playlists, the highlights, capturing leads, and listen, I know some of us, we like the automation piece, but the reason I recruit more people than everyone else, the reason I recruit high caliber people, like I've already enrolled 6 people this month. The reason I out recruited my entire team last year, and my team is beast mode. I out recruited every single one of them. Why? Because I get into inboxes, or I respond to my inbox, which is really what I'm doing at this point, right? I'm responding to messages. People are inboxing me, and people are like, well, who do I talk to about the business? The easiest people to talk to about the business are the ones reaching out for information about your business. And by the way, the second easiest, the ones reaching out about your products.
Yeah.
Those are the second easiest. Why? Because they're expressing they're expressing interest. They want information on your products. Those are the easiest freaking people to say, would you also like to take a look at the business? Did you want to lose weight or lose weight and make money? Because what we do is we help people get skinny while they fatten their bank accounts. Now, obviously, you got to have fun with it. Obviously, you want to come up with your own language. I'm not saying for you to say that. I hardly ever say that anyway, to be honest. But I'm just trying to have some fun here because so many of you are missing out on amazing people because you're not wanting to be proactive. I'm proactive. I spend way more time one-on-one messaging with people, right? Responding to their messages. And I have little scripts and everything that I put into my boards so I can respond super fast. And I'm very direct, very upfront. Like I do not beat around the bush. I'm like, listen, this is performance based. It's $40 to get started. It won't be easy. You can make nothing or make millions. Yes, we teach you how to sell and promote these products on social media. If it's something you're serious about and you want to learn more, watch this 2-minute video and then we'll talk. This is what I'm saying over and over and over again to complete strangers because I have no interest in trying to beg or convince anybody to get started with me. And here's the truth. Because I'm so direct and upfront, so many of them are so thankful.
Yeah.
They either say, you know what, I'm so grateful because most people, it's so hard to figure out what they do. They're not shooting me straight, right? These people appreciate it and they'll say, you know what, I'm not into sales or marketing. Or they'll say, I've never done sales or marketing, but I'm willing to learn. Or they'll say, I am absolutely interested. I've done something like this before. You said you're looking for people with an entrepreneurial spirit. I've got that. I'm like, perfect. Friend request, add them to the group, and I take them through the ATM process. This is not that difficult. Yeah. The only reason you're struggling with recruiting or struggling with selling on social media because you're not getting better and you're not consistent. Remember, you got to do both. You can't just be consistently creating crap. You know what I'm saying? It's not any good. But you want to consistently be getting better. And the truth is, through the consistency, you do get better.
That's right.